Let's try that again. All right, ladies and gents, welcome to the second battle tonight. This is the point scoring battle. It is 3 para versus TFK. We're just waiting a little bit. This battle is over. It's all over, Red Rover. No, it's actually not. We're just waiting for this to restart here. They're just collecting the teams and getting them all together. So we'll just run through who's on the panel tonight for this second battle. And Gobertron's joining us again. Welcome back, Gobes.
Thanks for having me for the round 2.
All good, mate. I better put my pretty face on again. Let's get rid of my baby picture. Hi again, everybody. But joining us this time, of course, we've got the man who likes all the men. Pootang, good to see you.
Hey, mate. I saw the clip. You done me dirty, mate.
We may have had a little bit too much fun in that last stream. And the community is on it, mate. They've clipped it already and thrown it in the chat. But of course, Pootang is my co-streamer for this, or backup streamer, whatever we want to say. I had a conversation with him the other day, and we've agreed that I'll continue to do all of the matches because we're going to keep that continuity for this one. But he's here, and I've got him along every time now, pretty much, when he's not playing. And we'll talk a bit about that last battle for you. And then, of course, from the OC team, and joining us tonight is Tattoo, mate. Welcome.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Noppers.
Good, and he's got the dulcet tones of a radio voice. I don't know what you look like in real life, mate, but he's the soothing tones from OC tonight. So I'm glad to have you here, and you'll be able to tell us some things about how OC did things last match, mate, and tell us nothing about how you're going to do it tomorrow night in the real match that you've got against. Who are you playing tomorrow night? No, actually.
Well, unfortunately, we don't have that match. It's that's why we played tonight.
That's right.
Yeah, both us and the public team had opponents drop out.
Yep, that's right. So, Camaro, we talked about it in the first stream. So you've actually filled the position tonight by having a scratch match effectively against the public team. That's right. So I've just got to remember who's playing whom. So tomorrow night's real fight is NRD versus Foy Boys. And then there's that public scratch match with just anybody. Tonight was OC versus the public team. It's good practice for the public team. But this one's for points now. TFK are just starting to get their team together here by the look of it. They might have a few short. I'm not sure what's going on there. 3 para look like they've got just about everyone there. So we just run down the list quickly. We've seen quite a few of these guys that probably a lot of us didn't know beforehand. Now really show their hand. Speaking of hand, Jimmy the Hand Destructors, they're both very good players from what I've watched. Fuzzy, I've seen him in some very, very good plays as well. The commander is Airborne Kiwi. I would assume that he's the commander tonight as well. Hit the street, plays pretty well. That guy Pootang down the bottom, he's rubbish. No, he's not playing. Well, I'm having far too much fun with this. All right, flick across to the TFK guys. Who'd like to take the lead on that? Tell me a bit about the TFK guys. I mean, we can start with fish sticks there, but tell me a bit about the TFK guys if you can, please. Who wants it? Pootang, you start.
All right, let's have a look. So, I believe Joshua is the clan leader. From what I understand, the TFK are a good bunch of guys, a brand new clan. They came over from old Armour, if I'm correct. So they're all new to Hell Let Loose, but they're slowly building up together. And look, don't underestimate them. This is all I got to say about them. I think they've got some tricks, and I think they will start surprising people.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. And look, don't underestimate anybody in this competition. Gobes and I were sitting in that last match thinking, oh, yeah, look, it's pretty much all over. I don't want to say it. The poor old public team were just not having anything of it. And then all of a sudden, that airhead that went in up there north of Flak Position was friggin' phenomenal. And man, the subscribers tonight are just blowing me away. I can't tell you how humbled I am that people actually subscribe. I genuinely mean it, folks. It means so much to me that folks are supporting this community and supporting the effort. And so, RD the Clown, I thank you so much. I'm going to type some stuff there. Tattoo, that airhead that went in at the last minute in that last round, did you know anything about it? How long did you guys take to work it out?
Look, we knew two things. We knew our airhead was going in, and then we got the call that their airhead was going in right on top of ours. So some of our players learnt tonight that friendly grenades can destroy friendly airheads.
And that was what, Gobes, you said they went to the wrong airhead, didn't they? And they took it out. Is that what happened, Tedu? They grenaded your own airhead.
Yeah, you'd have to look back at the footage, but I do believe that it was a friendly TK on the airhead. Then whilst we were focused on our own airhead, they managed to get a spawn wave off their airhead.
Yes, we watched that. We were zoomed right in on that, man. And loved it. Okay, here's the map reset. This is the map reset now. I'm just going to quickly tell you what's happening here. So we'll talk some more about that last match. The map reset means that they're good to go. This means I need to get my shit squared away here and start the battle timer. Here we go. Battle timer's up now. Hopefully, please tell me. There it is. It's working. The battle time is up and it's away. Everyone's spawning in. I'm just spawning myself in now. We'll make sure we've got a couple of you guys on the Allied side. I'm on the Germany side. This is going to be a rip snorter, I reckon. Let's make everybody disappear. Here we go. Highlight mode off and I'm away. So zooming up now. What have we got here? Let's have a quick look at the map. All right, it's Flak Position again. So 2 in a row. And if 3Power and TFK weren't watching that last stream, they probably should have, because this is excellent information for them onto what to do or not to do on this Flak Position. The difference this time, though, is that the two the defending points are Dove Bridge and Madeline Bridge. Now, Putang, I'm going to talk about what that means. So on the last one, we saw that the next capture points, I guess, were north and south of Flak Position. That's Aid Station and something else. But on this one, we've got... Let's put up the map for it. There we go. I've got the map up on the stream now. So north and south of Flak Position were where the points were last time. This time around, it's a little bit different. This time around, we've got it actually set up on the main road. What does that mean? What difference will that make, please, mate?
So with the old flanking recon team, if you hold the position and you come through there and it goes contested, they're going to know you're there. I mean, it shouldn't make too much of a difference over this fight.
No difference at all, you reckon?
I don't think that...
anyone else think there's going to be any difference here? I'm not saying he's right or wrong. I'm just asking. Do you think it's going to make a difference having those capture points north and south of the point actually on the main road? Nobody at all. Happy with that?
No. Look, it depends on how you really use these points to your advantage, because one of the advantages that you may look into using is if you're the commander, you can sit back on, let's say, Madeline Bridge this time, and if you keep an eye on your chevrons, you'll know when people are flanking as soon as they step foot into the sector. So it depends on if they're playing that advantage or not. But look, as far as the main gameplay towards Flak Position goes, I don't think it'll play too much into it.
And I'm the only thing that I would have suggested there in relation to those two positions is that folks tend to race up and place Garys in the capture point straight away. And we saw that over on Aid Station, but it took a long time for the public team to get their stuff squared away at Madeline Bridge and then start pushing up that main road effectively and get stuff around Doof. What I'm looking at now from the... so just for the punters at home, TFK are the blue team and the 3Power guys will be the orange team for this stream. So this is great. Now we've got to start here. We've got two trucks. What have we got in that truck? See, they're stuck already. That truck is stuck. This is what happened, I think, with the public team at the start. That is a truck. It's got about a dozen people in it, and it is not going anywhere right now. So they are miles away from being able to push up to the point. The truck on the main road's got a full squad by the look of that, and recon as well, actually, so bits and pieces. They're up at Madeline Bridge now, followed by a tank with Lewis, who doesn't like to run anymore. He's definitely in a tank, with a supply guy coming in, the Lord of what's his name? The Lord of Schmay. You're going to have to tell us what that means. The Lord of Schmay's on the main road. What have we got on the north side there, please, boys?
I believe they just drowned a whole squad.
There's a truck coming in with 2 people in it. Where do you think they've drowned a squad?
So they've actually drowned a whole truck of 12 in the river, in the transport truck.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah, that's correct. That truck was coming out of mid. I had a quick look at it before it left mid, and it was full. I don't think there was any spare seats.
Oh, that is a disaster for 3Power for a start. They're still capping the point, though, because the other truck is stuck somewhere else.
Yeah, Mr. Stew from TFK. He's driving the truck, so give him all the stick he can, because he can drive in armor, but he obviously can't drive in Hell Let Loose.
Oh no! And there's the.
Yeah, so right now the Flak Position is actually getting captured by 5 3-para players.
The remaining non-dead ones. Where are the rest? Oh, look, I guess the thing is here, you've got 40 minutes to sort it out. What a disastrous stuff.
Yeah. 3-para is starting to recover. They've built a garrison in Echo 4, and the entire team, minus the 5 players that are in Flak Position, have all spawned off that.
Yeah. Oh my goodness me. All right. So there is a giant wave of people that have given up on the transport truck that's now stuck in Hotel 7 after it made its way through, finally getting unstuck at Hotel 8. Let's get down and have a look here. They're getting pushed pretty firmly from the southeast, I guess. I think this push is going to succeed unless their shooting is really good. Let's just get up a little bit and have a look-see here. There is finally a set of supplies coming in on the point. They should get a garrison up. All right, this is a very linear attack, though, from TFK. When I say linear, I mean they're all clustered in one little spot here. And one by one, they're getting picked off. That trench is not deep enough. But there's a difference here. Let's get back and have a look. And that difference is that there is some sort of machine gun work going on here.
They got a crossfire going.
Bit of crossfire going on. Go. Tell me about it.
Yeah, it looks like the Americans have got BiGD and Napple have got crossfire going down holding that road. But the Germans are still pushing up. So TFK still being able to push up on that point.
Absolutely. So here we've got some people moving up on the right-hand side. I am noticing a Chimera tag there on this particular team. I'm not sure what that's about. Tattoo, have you got any knowledge of what happened there?
Look, off the top of my head, I believe that some Chimera players have filled in for some missing TFK players.
Right.
I've only received this information like moments before we actually played our game, so...
I'm comfortable that whatever decision's been made there has the full support of 3-para and the rest of the community. I do know that the community leadership team are and focused on the best intent of the community, of course. So whatever decisions were made there were not done on a whim. They would have been endorsed by every single clan who's participating. So it threw me a little bit there for a second to see a Chimera tag, because considering that the 2 Chimera teams pulled out, and certainly a lot of the Chimera guys, I'm sure, would have been still keen to be playing in this. So we'll flick around the back here. This is a good push. We've got them. We've got the Blues have actually come into the point now. TFK have pushed in, but there's the spawn wave out of that garrison for 3-para. So let's see what they do here. It's quite tight on the point. I'm just going to get in a little bit closer here and zoom around on it. There's lots of dying and stuff going on. We'll check to see if it's getting capped. No, it's not just yet. There's a tank now on the north side there. What else have we got going on the rest of the map, guys? So can you see any particular fights?
Yeah. So you've got a recon squad. You got Chad and his sniper flanking around the back towards the bridge at back of the bridge, back of the point at artillery, and you've got a 3-man squad taking another 3-man squad just south of Dover Ridge.
All right, so let's go and have a bit of a look at that and see what's going on here. I'm just going to flick across there while that point consolidates. We've got 1 left by the look of it out of the 3. No, there's another one back there. So who have we got back here from TFK? We've got Hormone Ferry and Hormone Ferry. All right, good. And Dual Wind fighting against Mr. Konas, and this is Jezza. And then back here further, if we zip around and have a look, that's a recon squad. Lemode is there, and his leader, his scout leader back here running across the middle of the paddock. Oh, Optimist Hitler, but no one's there to actually stop him. Hitler's actually perfectly fine running across the paddock. I'll shut up now because he's not going to get shot by anyone because there's no one there. So they're controlling that pretty well. The fight's on the point though, and whilst TFK have got the circle work done, 3-para have managed to push in enough people to hold it at the moment. So we'll have a bit of a zoom around and have a look. What did TFK... Tattoo, I'm going to talk to you about this now. What did TFK need to do at this point, mate? We got 35 on the clock. What did TFK need to do to crack this nut open?
Look, from here, they've got a lot of time. I would be looking to try and gain a little bit of sector control. Right now, 3 paras seem to be mainly focused on Flak Position itself. There's a couple of other people lingering around the map, but they're mostly on point here. So, look, if you can get a couple of angles of attack right now, start to look for where the garrisons are. But at the moment, there's actually only one to find. So, you get that, you could shut that down. Well, I think TFK have a really good chance of taking this point back.
When you say sector control, mate, can you explain that, please, for the viewers at home? When you say we're going to try and take sector control, talk to me through that. Talk me through that.
Alrighty, so for sector control, with most maps, there's only a certain amount of ways that we expect a team to come and attack us. And especially on a map like this, where it's big open fields, you've got little gullies. The sector control pretty much means that we look at the map, we figure out where our enemy wants to attack us, and we put people there to stop them.
Yeah, absolutely. And so if we look at this attack point here while this furious battle's going on, there's not a single person in Golf 6, and I think that's a bit of a mistake from the TFK guys, because it means that, again, their attack's very linear. Now, Oz Cafe Racer, I got it right, I believe. Walden West and Nukel. Oh, Oz Cafe gone. Thanks for coming. That tank's just shredding people as they come in. And this is the problem. They've got a really good tank. There's a great machine gunner there from the 3 para guys. They've locked down this defence. There goes the attack. Hello, Kink. I need to look that one up. What do we got there? What's his name? Hello, his or her name. Hello, Kinky. All right, well, hello to you too, Kinky. Hello, Kinky's not going to do very well out there by his or herself. We've now got a little bit of a spread happening where Echo Squad from the TFK guys have worked out they need to come up there. But I do see a north push. There has been a bit of a flank action. There's a really good north push, actually. This north push is going to probably shut down the garrison for 3 para up to the northern position. If they come in well, Hormone Ferry and Flurp are at the back of those people. And that means that they'll get their OPs up without getting shot, which I talk about every bloody stream. I am Jack's worn some to the face, so he's not going any further just yet. But now he can spawn in again and try again. Poontang, tell me about what you do with this attack up north now, mate. Tell me about what you would do if you were the Blues coming in from the north at Golf 5, please.
I'd be telling that frontal attack to push harder. That's what I'd be doing. I'd be telling them to push harder to get the focus off the back.
I'm seeing... Remember my little building out here to the right in the stream? They'll see it to the right here that has Overwatch on the position. Well, guess what? They have taken that building. There is some really good fire support going in on the point here. They've taken that building as well. I am Jack, Cafe Racer. Joshua's got the OP up down there, hopefully in those trees. Yes, he has. So they're going to be able to control this. This flank out here on the left is now held by TFK, and they should be holding that and closing off. The northwest is held by TFK as well. 3 para, I think, are going to be in a little bit of trouble here. As this fire support comes in, we now see in the distance there, on the right-hand side, a group coming in from the south as well. So this attack from TFK is coming in from about a 290-degree circle. No, about 240, I'll make that. About 240 degrees of attack with tank fire support from the main road. The orange tank, of course, the 3 para tanks on the point, it's trying to shell backwards across to the road. The 3 para guys have recognised the threat and they're starting to push out from the point. That's smart play. We've got 31 minutes roughly, give or take, on the clock. 3 para just getting chewed off a little bit here. And the south push is the one that you should be watching for. If that machine gun is not on it in that building, then he's actually going to get taken. He is shooting out, and he's still shooting out. Where the hell is he shooting?
And it looks like TFK are making an artillery gun, ATG at H6, H7. Sorry, H7.
Yep, Hotel 7. 9. Right, I see that now. BiGD is just kind of shooting. He's not actually aiming at anybody. Wild West is right in there. He's going to hopefully be able to grenade into that. There we go. BiGD's down. They know he's there. They've seen him the entire match. Walden West is now inside the building. What a great move, because all of the 3 para guys are up north. Walden West has taken down a garrison by the look of that. That's a great move for Walden West. What's he doing there? He's popping down his own... I don't know what he's doing. He's gassing the guy. Crash Marine sub. I love you, Crashy. Thank you, mate. Gobes, there's the tank. That's the tank gone. Oh, that's 2 things gone. What the hell just blew up, Poontang? What was that?
There was a tank repair post and the tank. Both got taken down.
Why the ATG? Why the German ATG? That's
Oh my goodness me, that is cracked open the point now. 3 power in a lot of trouble, but there is one aspect of, there's the anti-tank gun from down south, just shooting the point now. This has got to be where the worm turns, folks. 3 power are getting pushed off, absolutely pushed off the point. What it does though, it releases that tank to now respawn up north and try and clear the stuff off the road that's been fire supporting in. Tattoo, let's have a chat. To correction, Gobatron, I'm going to throw to you now, mate. What do 3 para need to do right now, mate?
I think 3 para are actually doing pretty well at the moment because they've still got the point. They've got a recon squad flanking around the back to take out that ATG. So nice and quiet, flanking around the back. So they're doing pretty well. They just need to stick together, dig deep, and hold the edges. Really.
Well, there's a spawn wave. That spawn wave was massively vital. That garrison in the middle of the point is holding for now. We've got enough people there. It was looking a bit thin from 3 power, but they've managed to bring it back. But the thing is, though, the thing we remember is that, as I stop spinning around like a moron, the thing is that we've got people coming in from the east now that weren't there before. So 3 power have had to respond. Look at all that fire support coming in from 2 different flanks. That AT gun, oh, geez, that was a terrible shot. That hit halfway out the map. There's multiple attacks here. 3 power, though, to their credit, they're holding the shit out of this. What's happening, though, I can see that garrison is now locked. That garrison on the point is locked. So 3 power have to clear this infantry out or they will not get another spawn wave. And that's bloody tough to do. Whoever the medic is here, Wardad's come in. He's coming with the pistol and he's got to their garrison. There's a dodgy garrison. There's a bombing run at the point now. Wardad's going to get their Gary. There goes the attack Gary.
Pistol versus pistol. War Daddy versus Wild West with a pistol.
War Daddy's done well. He's taken one out.
It's a duel. It's a duel between.
Yeah, that bomb was just taken out the garrison. That was in the mid of Flak Position there.
Absolutely. Now, talk to me, Tattoo. What's this mean? What has to happen right now? Both teams go, mate.
Well, look, mate, for 3 para, they do have a few squad leaders hanging around. They've just actually got a garrison back up, so they will recover fairly well from this. TFK should seize this advantage and start to push as many players as they can towards this point in the time while their garrisons are down. But from what I can see, it looks like 3 para are starting to get some spawns off their OPs already, and they're going to start taking control of Flak Position again.
They absolutely, mate. You're right about that, Gary. I was just hovering over it just after you said it. And then, so a couple spawned in there, but also over at the OP just to the slight right from my view, there was a wave spawned in there. They've taken the point back, so they've held off this attack remarkably. The trouble is, though, there's a bit of sector control going on. If I zoom back here and have a look, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 areas where I can see blue circles. So there's a big, again, that's a full 180. I said 240 before. Maths is terrible at this moment. A full 180 degree attack going in on the point. That attack still remains, but the 3 para guys have got the right spawns in the right spots. There's an absolutely beautiful OP way back up here in the river line. No one's getting to that anytime soon. That's Fuzzy's OP. So what happens there is that Fuzzy's going to be able to shut down airheads. Oh, he's just been shot, though. He's just been shot. And there's
just
a sweaty one that's taken down Sweaty. Go, Gobes.
They're setting up at that lovely house right next to Flak Position again. We've got an actual ATG. A German's got an ATG firing blank right in front of the point.
Sorry, so say that again. An AT gun, I'm there right now behind I Am Jack. He is pointing directly over the point from about 100 metres away. Now, let's see. He's got a building on his left, so he's using that as cover. That's excellent play. The tank's not going to see him anytime soon. He's got a tree behind him, so that tank's not going to be able to shoot him. Unfortunately, someone's a good shot on the point and has put a rifle bullet through his head and told him no to your AT gun, mate. The trouble for them is They'll be able to respawn in there because they control the sector out that side. They control that entire flank, although the Garys are both locked down. That's a bit interesting. Who's locking down those Garys? There's one. There he is, the recon guy, whoever that is, Hitler. Yeah, Hitler's coming in. He knows there's a big problem out here, but he's running in the middle of a paddock, and he's just been shot down. All right, well, that ends up the locking out there probably. He knows there's a Gary there now, though, so he's probably communicated that on the team. I tell you what, that northeast OP is the thing that's going to save 3 power. There's Lamode sniping beautifully from down here in the corner. That's great shooting.
Oh, what a spawn wave.
Yeah, they've come off that OP, and they're both OPs now.
Yeah, and that's doing it for them, is they've got enough. Oh, the point is taken. The point has been taken, though.
He's got an MG. TFK have an MG facing their fucking garrison. This isn't looking good for 3 power.
It's just
they just need to get those grenades. They need to get someone spawning to back up that MG, because that MG can take out by those guys sitting there getting grenaded.
There's a grenade, huge coming in now, behind Wild West. Everyone knows Wild West is there. Fish Sticks is out here at the back trying to shoot stuff. Hugh's probably going to get old mate there. TTV and Apple, whatever the hell name that is. Where's his name? My goodness. Shorten your names, people.
There he goes.
Oh, it's Snapple. Yeah.
There's a 76 staying right back at the bridge, back at H4, H3.
We're still seeing this is a well-contested point. 3 power have pulled back the point at the moment. Based in conservatives up. There's a good rocket to the face. We did talk about it, Based. We did talk about it. There's a bombing run. Whose is that? That's
it's 3 power.
3 powers. Here we go. That's a good bombing run. That's making the medic's not going to buff his way out of that. It's picked up the boys. There we go. That's shut down the attack. That's the attack over for now. They've still got the Gary out to the left. They still control the ground out there. Here's a truck. What's that truck doing? That's a supply truck. That's a commander of the TFK guys trying something different and getting shot for his trouble. That's awesome. All right, let's throw to Putang. Tell me what's going on here, mate. We've got 23 minutes now to go. We've got a pretty good push on here from TFK. They're still holding enough ground, but we've had 3 para take that building back out to the left. Talk to me about what's going on.
Yeah, well, we got the 3 para boys starting to push back off their Gary and try to take this point back and control it a bit better. Old TFK have kind of lost the momentum they had coming onto point. So 3 paras recovered really well. It was looking really dark there for 3 para for a moment there. But it looks like they've recovered really well.
They did. They took it back nicely, amicably, and I think it's because they had enough spawn options available to them. Even though they lost the stuff on the point, they were able to bring it back. So what do you do now, Gobes? What do you do now if you're TFK, mate?
Regroup and attack from 2 different angles, and I think they're doing that really well. They've got their OP right between the house and the point, but they probably need to decide to take that house because they got shot behind. But they're actually doing pretty well. They just need to probably have one more squad pushing straight from their line, straight up the guts, just to clear out any of that infantry that they've got there. That's about it.
Something really just blew up out the back there. I'm not even sure what that was, but that was a great shot from the middle of the map, I'm guessing. Let's go and have a quick look over here and zoom up the main road and have a bit of a look at what's actually up here. There's certainly burning stuff on the main road. Here's a tank I can hear. There we go. That's a Panzer IV, and that's lurking way down the road here. Let's zoom up the street and see what we can see. Tattoo, can you tell me what's up the other end? I can see the blue dots at the moment, and I can see some people lurking in the building. Oh, and someone just blew up on the AT gun. All right, so there you go. I don't know who killed him. Anybody have any idea who killed that guy on the AT gun?
No, not a clue.
Oh, dear. Okay, well, that was a good kill. That was an excellent kill. But they've got a garrison here. So TFK have got a garrison sitting at Fox 4 right near where that AT gun. All right, cool. But there's an airhead. There's now an airhead. I see the airhead at the back of the point. The squad leader's back there. He's got to be aware of that airhead. Whoever that is, that's Destruct. Or Destruct us.
This is the German airhead up now.
Destructors is shooting him in the back. There's a good one. Where is that airhead? Is it down yet? No, it's not. So it's way in.
George 4, and it seems to be falling right up to the north, near where their tank is.
So there's a tank. Where's that tank? Okay, there's a Sherman. It's a 76. It's up here. It's covering the airhead. I don't think we're going to see anything good happen out of that airhead. They'll surely be watching that come down.
Oh, there's 4 3-para guys going to it right now.
Yeah, but if you have a look, 3-para's actually pushed off the point, and this gives TFK the 4 guys now pushing the point to put a bit of pressure on them because they're focused too far on the behind the lines, not focused up in front.
I've done a move there for NVS Beast. Gobes, if you want to just let him know in there that I've dropped that stuff off the top of the screen so they can actually see it then. But you don't see that information in admin cam. And ECO Trot, thank you so much for subscribing, mate. I do really appreciate that. What happened to that airhead's gone, isn't it? It's dead.
Yeah, the tank shot it.
Yeah.
Just while I'm up here as well, too, as that tank here crosses the bridge, I've noticed that 3-para have lost one of their valuable assets in the river here. They've dropped a half track into the river.
They've dropped a half track into the river. You might need to explain that to me.
Well, I think the aim was to get across the river on the bridge, but I dare say it's clipped the side of one of these boats here and fallen into the river itself.
What grid square, sorry?
George Ford, just where the bridge is, the wooden bridge that goes across Douve River.
Oh, that's a tragedy, isn't it? That's some quality Cortex driving wherever that is.
Yeah, so look, the problem that it creates, it might not come into play here, but that's 1 of 5 spawnable vehicles for the commander. So that's 20% of his spawnables that are actually just parked in the river, and there's no way to recover that.
Oh, dear. Tattoo, you're getting told off for telling them all their secrets, apparently, mate.
Secrets?
In the stream. Beast is saying that. I'm just a bit confused there what Beast is asking for that we see up the top of...
You've got Fine Noppers at YouTube. That's what he needs to be removed so they can see the score count of the cap points, so who's capping what, because he can't see that on the stream. So we'll have to rectify that for next round.
Okay, I'm not seeing that. That's a pretty easy fix, actually. I'm not seeing it on my camera, so I'm not really sure what it shows up as, because it's not on the admin cam.
No, it's on the stream. It's on the stream, so we can go through it tomorrow.
All right, we'll have to have a look
at
it.
We'll get it sorted, Beast. Thank you very much for letting us know.
Absolutely,
too,
yeah, I appreciate that. I got it removed it pretty quickly, pretty much straight away. All right, so the TFK attack is completely faltered here. They still have sector control to the northwest, but it's been shut down, and they're fighting at their go-go's.
There's a good battle one-on-one at H6 between 2 squad leads, between Fuzzy and Fish Sticks. They're hunting each other down. And Fish Sticks is down. Bugger.
Just got there late.
They were literally 2 meters away from each other, and they're almost knifing each other, but they couldn't see each other in the reeds. That's how.
All right, I'm hearing lots of shooting everywhere here. There's lots of long-range stuff going on. There's a bit of a push here from TFK. There's some bullets coming overhead. Let's have a bit of a look here. There's a tank obviously on point. There's some AT rounds coming in from the south. Nukel and whoever's down there with Nukel, that's Mr. Chu and his squad. Hello, Kink. Here we go. We got some boys pushing along the water here, boys and girls pushing along the water here. This is a good spot that you want to push in on. Hormone Fairy, Dual Wind, Flurp, Hell Destroyer, Noah. They're all coming in along the water, but they've come out and they've gone straight behind the other squad. Now, unless they head south from there, that's kind of a bit of a waste. It's kind of a bit of a waste. So if we have a look at the map now, almost the entire TFK team are in Golf 5, Keypad 7. That's where they all are. And then if we have a look at the 3-para guys, of course, they're all defending the point. There's a few stragglers around in that. They've lost their strat. They've lost their strat here. There's no attack from Golf 6. There's just all clustered up the top here. What do you do, Tattoo? What do you do? You're the leader now of TFK. What do you do? You've got 16 on the clock, mate.
Look, I can't see their map at the moment, but I would suspect... look, I can't see their map, but I'd suspect that they have no garrisons in the 7 line at all. That's one of the things that I would be focused on.
Hotel 7, right down in the corner.
Oh, okay. I'd be looking to get a couple of blue line garrisons in, at least 2 of them, probably Hotel and George 7s, just to give myself a bit of a southern attack to go along with this west attack that they have at the moment. you just got to be coming in from multiple angles. And that sector control that we were talking about there before, 3 Power have actually established that now. They've got garrisons in Hotel 6, George 6, George 5 on the point. They've got a half track on point. So, look, I think where TFK had a chance before against the one garrison that was on point, they might be struggling to get 3 Power off the point now.
And I'm seeing that with, yeah, absolutely, mate. They've dominated this and it's closed down a bit. We've got supplies going in on the point. We've got the commander of TFK trying to do something out in that sector I was talking about before. And it's about time, to be honest. They did their best when they controlled that area out to the direct west of Flak Position that I'm talking about. We've got a surge coming in from down south. So again, this is actually pretty good. There's Napple up there doing his machine gun thing from the little building. I mean, you would go back to it because it is a very good spot to cover from, but there is a great push coming in from the south. The trouble I have, the same thing as I said for the first round, there's absolutely no cover fire coming in from the south, even though it is clear and obvious that Napple knows that they're there because he's shooting them. So there were 6, now there's 4, and no one's shooting. I would have an MG on the ground somewhere, putting cover fire up the trench. You know, it's easily done. So that's disappointing there. TFK should be at least putting a few rounds down range, knowing that old mate's there. Look, there's another one dead. This is the type of stuff that makes a difference. If you're shooting, you're keeping their heads down. If you're keeping their heads down, your guys can move. The 3 Power guys have been drawn north. Absolutely drawn north to deal with this major wave that's up there. But what they've got here, there's a great shot from someone out here. There we go. So there's an AT gun and a tank that are down nice and close. Let's just get back and have a look at that. That tank is in the trench at, well, I don't know, what is that? Hotel 5, keypad 5. What that means is that he can't really be shot very easily from the hill. The AT gun's been blown up from the hill. I know that because I've been shot there before. But the tank's a pretty tough target down there. If he's left there now, he will cover any push. Here comes a bombing run by the sounds of that. And is it a blue or an orange? That's an orange bombing run, isn't it?
3 Power.
Where's that going?
It's bombing their west push.
Yeah, so that's trying to shut down that northwest side of things. That's fine. I can see a half track there in the water as well. Garrison there. 3 Power have got a good... Someone's on the point now. Wild and West is in there. And a medic as well. But there's no squad leaders again. Oh, there goes Wild and West. He found the wrong end of an AT gun or a tank or something. I don't know. There's a spawn wave from the 3 Power guys. So they're shutting down this attack as well. And we're back to way the hell up north here. Rinse and repeat from the TFK guys. There's a Tiger, not a Tiger, what is it? I assume that's the Panzer 4. Yeah, the Panzer 4 has been alive for quite a while. He's on the main road here. Well, let's just have a look at his view for a second and see what he can see. So here we go, dropping in behind him now. He's got a bit of cover from smoke. Yeah, he's got a pretty good view there, and that's good shooting. Anybody coming from up north? Oh, someone just shot at him. There's an AT gun up here. Echo 5, there you go. There's an AT gun as well, shelling the point. So that's pretty good play. And I just got shot at. Okay, that's fine. All right.
Yeah, it seems like one of the TFK ATGs has found this tank that 3 Power have that's on the point. It's getting hit pretty hard. There's a few deflecting off it, but a few are going into the front of it too.
So they finally found it, but it is pretty safe down in that water at that range. You're not going to nail every shot, I don't reckon, because let's get in behind it and have a look. Here's a bombing run. I can hear a bombing run.
That'll be the Task Force Koala Recon.
Oh,
And
recon.
yep, Task Force Koala's redeployed half their squad, pushing up the front lines now. Fish Sticks and his supply guy are working together.
Here comes some sort of aircraft coming over with some more supplies, I'm guessing. I know what that one is. The tank is getting repaired pretty well here. There's a good spawn wave again.
3 Power supplies coming down on the point.
Well, there you go. This is just sort of... Oh, there goes the repair. Good
French is coming
run.
up to repair.
Yeah, it's too much, isn't it? About 11 minutes to go on the clock here now. We've got a good recon squad push up north here. Destructus is in there trying to fight Chad and Willie P. All right, so Willie P's doing his shooting thing. Wonder what weapon he's got. He was shooting pretty quick just then. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at what weapon is that Willie P's got, guys? Because I don't have that weapon. I haven't leveled up sniper.
Willie P.
He's way up in Golf 3 at the moment, hiding in amongst all the
I
stuff.
see. Oh,
It's the German sniper, yeah.
Yeah, FG-42.
That's the Tier 3 one, isn't it?
That's the semi-automatic.
That's
sniper.
why he was shooting so fast. I don't play sniper hardly at all, so I don't actually even have Tier 3 unlocked. So the fact that it shoots faster must make me smile.
It's alright for the old mid to short range as a sniper rifle, but anything past 300 meters, it takes 2 shots to kill someone.
Yeah, well, I can't see that far anyway, mate. So that's the weapon for me right there, ladies and gentlemen. I have found the weapon that I need to sort out. Now, if you could only get into an actual recon squad as a sniper, eh? Mr. Chu and Frenchie have just traded a few bullets, and both of them have come out worse for wear. There's a good push from TFK, but they've got this dirty, great hulking tank here that keeps getting repaired by literally everybody. Now we've got Bungie Senpai coming in to help out. It's closing off stuff. We've got the giant dildos just dropped in down the south here. I would assume they're trying to get a garrison up there, but I'm not sure how that's going to go. Hell Destroyer's in the point now. Frogman and Alfie are in there as well. There's one squad leader, Fish Sticks. Here's Fish Sticks doing his thing. Where is the OP? There is no OP there. Fishy's got it too far back, but that's probably because he thinks it'll get taken. There's still a big push northwest. 10 minutes to go has been called. There's about 9:30 on the clock for me. Fish Sticks is flooping around the outside. There's a bit of pressure here, but, I mean, here we go. There's the turn. The turn is just starting now. Where are all the 3 para guys? Have they got a spawn wave coming in?
Yeah, they just had a spawn wave come off their garrison.
That's not many,
It's obviously
though.
not enough to. Yeah, it's not enough to turn this push at the moment.
Oh, Fish 6 is a monster.
He's just brutalised half their team before finally dying. Flak Position is contested heavily. Fishy's got a good OP up at fairway back, but it's still close enough, probably 100 metres out that he can run in. There's the spawn wave I was looking for. There it
Just
is.
to let you,
Yeah, go.
yeah, they've got a double AT gun, ATG set up in the bushes now at F5 keypad 9.
F5 keypad 9. Okay, going to whip across there. Is that the TFK guys?
The TFK guys, yeah, but they'll just to let you know, they've got 250 resources, so they better not use all those rounds downrange.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
That's sneaky.
That is very sneaky. What great positioning here. If you dominate an area, here we go. We're dropping supplies on the point now. They've got a supply drop they're requesting in. This is 2 very good AT guns here. This could be an absolute game-changing positioning. Well played, TFK. See if they can do it. They need that push from the south, though.
Here comes that tank.
Where's the tank?
On point, getting hit by those ATGs.
Right. Where this Tattoo, you were talking before about that Hotel 7 area. That's where that garrison spawn needs to come in. And I'm starting to see people come in. And I'm seeing, I think that's another supply drop there. They're looking to bolster up that area there at Hotel 6. Tats, what do 3 para need to do right now? Because this could change the game right here with these spawns coming in.
Look, we're at about 7 minutes to go. They're in a really good position, 3 para at the moment. They're I'd probably personally like to see them push out a little bit further and defend these grid squares a little bit more. But the garrisons that they do have up in the George Row, George 5 and George 6 aren't actually getting contested. They've got a garrison right on the blue-red border at George 6, and I don't think I've ever seen it light up. So most of the TFK push seems to be coming from House 7.
Well,
but look, I still think at this point it's anyone's game.
I got a bit of a battle back here around Hotel 6 where some of the 3 para guys just actually did that push out. And that's why I asked. I mean, it's very common we see in almost every round so far. OC, oh God, there's an AT round. OC have pushed out from the point and actually staged forward. I mean, quite literally, that's what Australia does with its defence, is have a layered approach so that we can test people away from our shorelines. And that's what you do here. You push out from it. We saw it in the first game, actually, where you had your scratch match. OC came out nicely and pushed out, which then shut down the attack. I mean, you guys were literally 20 metres from first aid there. Tattoo. Was that always part of the strategy, or did you find as you went that you had that opportunity to shoot out? I mean, I always watch you guys push, so that's a well-known OC thing to push out. So you're not giving away any strategies there, but were you expecting it to be that easy to push out that far?
Look, I was hoping to push into House 6, but to get into Aid Station itself was just a bonus. We always suspect that they're going to have some garrisons there, so to send units in and try and find those garrisons. If we can get those front garrisons, the garrisons that are blue for them, that really slows them up. It buys us a lot of time as they have to regain that territory and rebuild the garrisons.
All right, I've just seen a massive explosion over here where one of those AT guns were, and I think both of them, yes, absolutely, both AT guns have been taken out. Jezza might have done it. I'm not really sure where the hell that came from, but Jez is down now.
The tank took out the first one, and Jez took out the second one with the rocket.
Absolutely ripped the guts out of that attack line from 3 para. Well done. But we see again that TFK have got hold of those buildings to the west of the point. Now, with 5 minutes left on the clock, 5 minutes has been called by Harry Flashman, one of the adjudicators here, and this is where they were most successful from before. There's some good machine gun fire. There's shots getting fired everywhere here. Oh, look how Wardad's in there. Wardad's in there, and he's cutting him up, and he's been shot down by Max. But Josh is down, and I reckon their OP's gone as well. Yeah, absolutely. So he's killed the right guy, but Josh is back up because the medic was alive. So they are still holding that little building. Good play there, but someone else is coming out to have a look now. That's Mr. Konas. There's a rocket. I mean, why not shoot rockets at people?
Three paras taking out all of TFK's garrisons on the front line. They have no garrisons except for the one at Dover Bridge.
There's one down at Madeline, but that's pretty much pointless at this point in time. 4 minutes 30 to go, probably 4 minutes in the real time. We've got a lot of push from up north there from from TFK, but 3 para hold the point. I don't think they're going to get taken out here. I think they've got enough spawn points. Here's a bombing run though. That might change things. Who's that coming from? Yeah, that's coming from the TFK guys. He's got to hit that garrison. He's hit something up here. I don't think he's got the Gary, though. Let's have a look. Let's get in there. Is that Gary down?
He missed the Gary.
He missed it, but it was only by inches, really.
Oh, my goodness me. And that, I would say, they've just got the Cortex roast. That, I would say, is game. 3 para have got enough spawns here. How many spawns would they have within a grid square of flak position right now, please, Tattoo?
Look, they've still got their one on point that's just been missed. They've got a half track that's very, very close to the point as well too, and they've got 1, 2, 3. They've got 3 garrisons within about 200 metres of the point now. Yeah,
there's no way that TFK are going to be able to pop that open. I'm going to say right now that TFK, unfortunately, are not going to step up here. 3 para are going to win this one. It really will depend on what happens with that north push because they've got 3 minutes on the clock. Anything can happen at this stage. They've been pushed out of that little building. I think that's critical. Butter's doing a great job here. He's taken 2 out. He's got to see if he can get Jezza. He's got no squad lead in the point with him just here at this building, but he does have one just to the north. Jimmy's spawned in now. They've got to spawn inside. There's their spawn gone now. Butter's down, but their spawn just fell. Flurp's coming in from the north as well. There's lots of gunfire coming out. They can't approach. They can't actually move in. They're stuck up there. Destruct's been taken down. Here's a wide flank. These guys, Mr. Chew and Hello Kinky are coming in, but they've got 2 minutes or so to go. Unfortunately...
That German Tiger tank's getting flanked by AT.
So where is the Tiger tank at the moment? That Tiger tank's on the point. It's trying to make a change. Let's see there. Okay, I see there. There we go.
He's gone.
That's the end of that. Yeah, that's all over Red Rover. 2 minutes left on the clock. This is going to be TFK's game. This is very, very, very good defence after an absolutely ridiculous start for both teams where, what was it, a truck drove a whole transport crew full of people into the water from 3 Paras side, and the driver on the TFK side didn't do much better. He got stuck at not 1 but 2 points down to the south, meaning that hardly anybody got to the point early. In the end, 3 Para got in there with 5 people, and from that point on, they've only ever once really looked like they were going to lose it, and they were about 50% capped down, but that attack was shut down with some great spawns from the north side and the northeast side. 3 Para now are absolutely dominating the point. TFK have kind of given up there on that north flank because there's no way they're getting in there. No airheads or bombing runs are going to save them right now. Pootang, would you agree with that, mate? Do you think this is all over 3 Para?
I think it might be all over Red Rover, my friends. But look, the improvement from last week from the TFK, these guys they're ramping up.
Absolutely, mate. I've watched some really good stuff tonight. Tattoo, what do you think about TFK's gameplay here, mate? The improvement we've seen in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, look, I think they've come a long way in the games that they've played. I think they're learning a lot. I think they, if they continue to maybe go back and review their game footage, review the footage from the other teams as well too, they'll and continue to work together. I think they'll get there. And I think too, if they, depending on how they go for season 1, I think when they come back for season 2, I think they might be a pretty fearsome team.
Yeah. All right. Well, now. This is the thing with it, isn't it? You know, take a look at the good footage that we've got here in these streams. There's the bombing run from 3 Power just to finish it off, the coup de grace, so to say. That's a GG being called. That's a GG. It's absolutely been called. So well done to 3 Power there. And let's not take anything away from them. Of course, while we've talked about TFK's improvements in this particular match compared to the other two, the man, Tattoo, you're coming to flog it on that chat. 3 Para have come forward in leaps and bounds as well. And I will say that whilst it was pressured a couple of times there, once significantly, what an amazing victory for 3 Para. That is an absolute ironclad defence there that they put in. And what saved any sort of attacks for them was all of those additional spawn points that they had. All of those spawn points made an absolute difference. So let's wrap up the match there, folks. Gobertron, your comments overall, please, mate.
Oh, it just shows you that was a tip in balance, but it all came down to holding the river crossroads. I reckon the Y intersection of that point. It really blocked down when 3 Para had that.
All right, very good. Tattoo, summary notes from you, mate.
Yeah, look, it was an enjoyable game to watch. I like that both teams had their own struggles in the beginning there, and I think it leveled out the playing field right at the start there, and it was good. It was good to see how both teams have actually progressed with this format.
All right, now I understand what's missing from the top of the screen. I've just put the overlay back on to see what it is. All right, so that's important information that I've excluded. I will fix that. Okay, Putang, summary points from you, mate.
Mate, it was a brilliant match to watch. Like you said, sinking those 2 trucks at the start, leveled out the playing field all right.
Absolutely.
And I'm looking forward to watching these guys more.
All right. Well, what we'll do there, folks, my final comments, I don't think you need anything else from me. I enjoyed it, as I always did. English I don't enjoy too much. I'm looking forward to tomorrow night as well. As I said earlier, we've got 2 matches tomorrow night. Let's have a quick look at what they are. The first match is a public scratch match. All players are welcome to sign up. It's telecasted, and that'll be at 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. And then at 8 o'clock, the points match will be Foy Boys and NRD. I reckon that's going to be a ripper of a match. I'm excited. I'm excited for how tonight played out. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Thank you so much to all the people that subbed tonight. It was just absolutely brilliant to see. I can't say that enough. I really, really am just lost for words as to the support that I'm getting for this stuff. So have a bit of fancy music now. Thanks, lads, for tonight. Thanks, Gobertron, for your support and joining us for the stream, mate.
Thanks for having me again.
No worries at all, mate. Pootsing, always a pleasure to have you along with us, mate.
Oh, I love being here, mate.
Excellent. And, of course, Tattoo, thanks for representing both OC and joining us on the stream and supporting us at late notice, may I say.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks for having me here.
All right, folks, that'll do us for tonight. I look forward to tomorrow night where cool stuff will happen. Let's see if I can put on a pretty little... I just got another sub. Follow from Milky Muff. Thank you, Milky Muff. So, how do you deal with names? That's all I ask. All right, let's get a pretty picture up. Lads, it's been a pleasure. Good night to everybody and stay safe.